Hey, welcome back students to our first esports club meeting of the year. I have a short fun video for you guys before we get started. I hope you guys enjoy. But before we do, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you to NASEF and PlayVS, our leagues, for all the support you guys have given us. Oops, that's the one. Here we go. Yeah, NASEF and PlayVS. Thank you to Heroes Lounge up in Roseville. Thank you also to Fire Up Gaming for the support you guys have given us, and hopefully coming on soon to help us out with some subscriptions for their awesome data and analytics is Mobalytics. So look forward to working with you. All right, without further ado, we'll get into the video here. This was a game about patience. I am trying to change myself to get better. You guys may have remembered last year's 99% aggression score, Mr. Wurden. This is now going to be a much more subdued, thoughtful Mr. Wurden. Because I read an interesting article. It suggested that playing to win was sometimes a lot less effective than playing not to lose. And this is something that my better players have been telling me, which is just wait for mistakes to happen, punish mistakes, and try not to make them yourself. That is sometimes all you need to do to come out ahead in games. So I've been trying that, and my win rate has gone up from abysmal to mediocre, and it's been helping a lot. Here I am waiting in the jungle again, looking for my next victim. Part of this playing to win is to take engagements that I know I can win, which is often a 1v1, and certainly not a team fight. Those are chaotic. I tend still not to do very well in team fights. So I'm continuing to try to pick off players one at a time, moving through the jungle. By the way, this is a mid lane Diana build, not a jungle Diana build. Don't be confused by how much jungle CS you see me picking up. That's still me just trying to optimize my play across the entire map. One thing that's going well with this playstyle is coordination with the jungler, lots of roams. Of course, dropping spells in mid lane to wave clear fast so that I can go ahead and do that. That's something Diana's excellent at. She's still my favorite champion. A couple games too, we've started up a dragon and had enough vision control to be able to identify a good team fight where we picked off one or two players and then resumed dragon after that. So your vision doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be a lot better than your opponent's, which down in the brackets that I'm playing in isn't hard to do. Now you might be thinking, well, why don't you go in after this Jhin here? Well, this was an amazing case of restraint on my part. I was able to realize I couldn't see what was in that jungle. The Vayne was missing. She was the one champion that I don't think I could take, especially not at half health with Jhin shooting me down too. And sure enough, and later in the replay I saw that she was right behind him the whole time, and that if I'd gone in on that, I would have definitely died. So I'm so glad I didn't. All right. Some good stuff coming up here in a sec. I'll let you guys watch. Yeah, don't be fooled by the red and blue buff. This is a mid lane Diana. You guys are watching the mini-map. You can see we have no vision of any of the enemy team right now. As far as I'm concerned, I should not be doing anything risky. I'm trying to play with restraint again. That's the theme of this replay. But I can see a team fight breaking out. I'm pinging that I'm going to come in and arrive there. I was going to go straight in, but I decided to path around the side. And... yeah. Restrained Mr. Wurden can only go so far, right? So with that... Oops. Should I press Q? Should I press Q? I think I should press Q, right? Q? Let's do it. Q. Oh! That felt so good. I don't think I've triple killed very often, but that one was just clean. It was perfect. It was so good. All right, well, we'll get the club meeting started. I hope you guys enjoyed.